I'm Miss Linda. I'm your teacher next year. I am the reception teacher, and it's a shame that you can't come and see the classroom right now, but that's okay because you will get time to see it very soon, and we will make a video of the school and of the classroom and the outdoor area and all the wonderful things that you will get to use when you come to reception in September. But today I have got a storybook for you, and it is one of my favourite storybooks, and it's by the author Oliver Jeffers. And Oliver Jeffers is an author that we do look at this school, and if you wanted to see more of his work, I'm sure you could Google it. And this one is How to Catch a Star. I'm going to let you have a little think about what you think this story is about. Think about how you know that. So what do we know about this story? It's called How to Catch a Star. What do we think this story is going to be about? Have a little think, and I'll read you the blurb on the back. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Let's see. I'll show you the pictures, and then I'll read you the words. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. You can see the boy just there. Every night the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of his very own. He dreamed how this star might be his friend. They would play hide and go seek and take long walks together. I don't know how you would play with a star, do you? How would you play with a star? The boy decided he would try to catch a star. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best, because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. So, the next day he set out at sunrise, but he could not see the star anywhere. He sat down and waited for one to appear. He waited, and he waited, and he ate lunch. And waited, and after dinner, he waited some more. He's waited a very long time. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. Can you see the star? He was very patient. The boy tried to jump up and grab it. It's not a very good idea, is it? Could you jump that high? But he could not jump high enough. I couldn't jump that high. So very carefully, he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find, but the star was still way out of reach. He needs a better plan than that, doesn't he? He thought he might lasso the star with the lifebelt from his father's boat, like a cowboy. He thought he could grab it and pull it down, but it was much too heavy for him to carry. He couldn't even carry it. What would you do if you had to try and catch a star? What would you do? He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and just grab the star. Oh, but his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew to the moon. He's had his thinking face. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up into the sky and reach the star. But the only seagull he could find didn't want to help at all. He's got lots and lots of plans, but none of them are working. The boy thought he would never catch a star. Just then, he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. Just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. Is it a real star? He tried to fish the star out with his hands, but he couldn't reach it. He's seen it in the water. Then he had an idea. The star might wash up on the shore. He ran back along the jetty to the beach. And that's a funny word, jetty. This is a jetty. Can you see? This long, long thing with the floor and the stands that go into the water. You might see them at the beach. Sometimes we call it a pier if it's higher up. But this long thing, this is a jetty. Then he waited and walked and watched and waited. He's being very patient again, very patient. And sure enough, the star washed up on the bright golden sand. How do you think the character feels? How do you know? I think the character is feeling very elated and happy because he has been patient and it has paid off, and now he has his star. The boy had caught a star of his very own. Oh, the end. And there he is, with his star at home, his friend. And he was very patient. And I think patience is something that we all have right now. We're having to wait quite a long time. We're all having to wait until you can come to school as well. But this long thing, this is a jetty. Then he waited and walked and watched and waited. He's being very patient again, very patient. And sure enough, the star washed up on the bright golden sand. How do you think the character feels? How do you know? I think the character is feeling very elated and happy because he has been patient and it has paid off, and now he has his star. The boy had caught a star of his very own. Oh, the end. And there he is, with his star at home, his friend. And he was very patient. And I think patience is something that we all have right now. We're having to wait quite a long time, and we're all having to wait until you can come to school as well. And if you have any questions, we will be here to answer them. So I bid you farewell, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.